Leah?
Nikki.
Wow, look at that moon, huh?
It's beautiful.
You guys were crazy about each other.
We were just kids then.
Happy Valentine's Day.
While You Were Dating, all new tomorrow at 9 on Hallmark Channel.